the hell? I'm just kidding.
Hey guys, you're here for the 8-Bit Eric panel. Thank you. I'm sandwiched between the Billy Mitchell panel and Gaijin Goomba thing. I don't know. Boo. But yeah, I guess this is also called the Y'all Don't Want to See Billy Mitchell panel, so that's good.
Yeah.
No, a few people will be probably filing in. It's weird that they did it this way. I guess they feel like an esports arena or something in the convention center. Because usually they have between the bathrooms and the concession center, that's where they have the panel rooms usually every year. But looks like it's gone now, right? So appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all having a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all can, move up if you want.
I'll go on stage.
Oh look, they even got little waters and stuff back there.
Yeah, free water.
I'll move up on stage.
Is that tea also, or am I just seeing stuff? I can't see far. Oh, to me it looks like whatever's in front of the bucket is tea, like inside of it. You see what I'm saying? Oh, here we go. What's up, guys? Come on in. It's like complete monk. Here we got more than 10, right? Appreciate y'all. People are still filing. It's like a mile hike over here, or what?
Yeah, I'm tired.
I was a little winded going up those stairs. I'm not gonna lie. It worked out.
The elevator, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's what we did.
Yeah, that's true. So speaking of being winded, I did the Ring Fit last night. The new thing on the Switch with the ring. It's actually kind of interesting. It's actually really amazing how well it works. Like Nintendo must have like a secret like alien workshop somewhere or something with advanced technology where they're able to turn cardboard into stuff that can play games and whatever crazy idea they have next. All their controllers always look like spaceships. The 64 thing looked like a freaking spaceship. You play the 64 and then you see episode 1 and Naboo Starfire looks like a 64 controller almost, right? So I'm gonna just kind of like talk a little bit, answer questions, kind of shoot the breeze. I'm sure people will be filing in. I don't know who's after being here. I actually thought my panel was tomorrow at one point today. I was like, oh, it's tomorrow, like at 11:30, and then he goes, no, dude, it's starting like today in like an hour. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Whose first time is it at Retropalooza? Wow.
Yeah.
About half of y'all. So this year's kind of interesting. It's different. It's a little different. Like I was mentioning, usually the old panel section was by where the concession stand is, but they blocked it off now because esports, I guess. I don't know anything about esports.
It's not a good enough reason.
Back in my day, we called that competitive gaming, not esports. And then that was an interesting topic I had with somebody the other day. I'm like, when did it start becoming known as esports? I was like, well, when the internet age happened, I guess it changed because would what Billy Mitchell and them do back in the day be considered esports? I don't think so, but now it falls in that because it's electronic sports. I have no idea. I don't know that side of competitive gaming. I don't know if there's like some kind of like old school versus new school, like where, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you see that in like game collecting too. You see like the old guys like me, and, my friends like that, and you see like the new kids who don't care if they get the games physically. They're like, oh, I just want to get it digital and have it. I don't know. It's kind of interesting if you think about all the layers. It's like a gaming onion and all the different layers that go into everything. Because there's so many different facets, like PC gamers look down on us, right? Anybody a PC gamer in here? See, I was broke. Oh man, there's a lot of people coming this way now. Woo! At least 5?
Yeah.
At least 5.
Hey, for a mile trek to come down over here, 5 is a pretty good number because that's some dedication.
Yeah.
You know what? You guys walked across the parking lot, either took an elevator or climbed some stairs to come see me talk. So that's dedication there. Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey, Shady J, everybody, organizer.
Woo! Go Cubs.
Cubs.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, I said I was a little tired too, but speaking of being winded, you missed it.
What did I miss?
Last night at Woods, we did the Ring Fit. I don't know if you saw what Nintendo came out with now. It's a ring. It's like a big ring. It's a new Wii Fit. You put one Wii remote. One Joy-Con, you put it on the ring, and then you have like
I've seen it.
like a thigh brace, and it has the other one, and like the IR cameras and the sensors and stuff. They detect your movement and stuff, and based on your challenge, we were doing the highest setting, like extreme. It was like extreme level, intensity, workout every day, and we had it at like an age to like 20, 29 or something, like really young.
Okay.
And we were doing all these workouts. Basically, you have your character. It's almost like an RPG game. So you have your character, and you see your character, and you have to like run in place while holding the thing. And then there's like different stuff that you can turn, and to like shoot, you gotta like squeeze it. But there's like tension. It's like weird. You squeeze it, shoot it,
Okay.
and then you get like the random enemy encounter. So like you can fight like one person, 2 people, 3, and then you have certain exercises or certain attacks. So like a really hard exercise attacks all the enemies on screen, and based on how many reps you do, like is what their life bar is. So you might end up having to do like 30 squats and none of them die. So you go to the next exercise, but that one only kills one guy. And it's like, it's kind of a weird, they really gamified working out. And I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like exercising in video games together, but you know, it was kind of cool. We played a prank on Jordan because he was 2 hours late. Jordan was 2 hours late, so we were like, yo, we're gonna make him wear like a onesie. Yeah? A onesie, and we put a really, really hard setting, but we made him think it was easy. He was dying, I was dying, I was doing the squats. It was like I had to do 30 of these, like, and it knows when you're cheating because it has like the sensor. So I was like this, and then literally just like waiting like almost 10 seconds up. And then I was like, I saw I had to do 29 more, and I was like, oh, hell no. And then you get one guy dead, and it's like you still have to fight the 2, so then you see what other exercises you have left to do. So then I picked the one that was just like squeezing it, holding it. I was like, I'm not doing any more leg stuff. And then there's like the crunches and all that. But I mean, it was weird because it really detected good. It wasn't like the Wii Fit kind of was like, didn't work out really. It's just the balance board and stuff. But definitely I could see this actually working people out because I'm sore today just from doing some of the workout. It was fun. It was interesting. I don't know. How many of y'all have been play switching here? All right. How many of y'all are thinking again that Ring Fit? Or does it look too gimmicky? I don't know. I mean, it looks a little bit. It's ridiculous. Like I was saying, you have the cardboard stuff, and then all of a sudden you just have a stupid looking ring. It's like, what's next? You know, Nintendo never came out with that finger thing. What was it? The blood, like detected like your heart rate. They never even came out with that. By the way, thank you, CC. I'm eating today. I'm not eating anything now. I don't want you guys to hear me crunch. So what do you guys want to talk about? Anything specific? Robin?
How are you doing?
I'm all right. Interesting weekend.
Yeah.
I was afraid that it was going to be colder, but it's not. I'm glad. I'm definitely glad. So who here thinks who's from out of Texas, by the way? How many of y'all think it's hot as hell here today? It's not. It's not hot. It's not that hot. But I saw somebody the other day like, oh, it's 80 degrees. I'm like, I love it. Because it's like 90 plus all freaking year. So.
It's been 105 in Houston on a regular basis this summer.
Yeah, Houston's.
God, it was terrible.
Houston's crap. Traffic's bad. Weather's bad.
Freeways
sports
are better.
Teams are bad.
Freeways, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The Cowboys aren't doing too much good themselves.
It's only week 7, and Texans aren't that great. Y'all have momentum now, but you're the Texans when it comes down to it.
Yeah, well, the Cowboys trouble playoffs too. So.
Yeah, but we'll be sharing the same seat. And you're Steelers though, aren't you?
Yeah,
You have no room to talk. Shut up.
I never said
Shut
they
up.
were good. Never said they're good this season. They're crap.
We'll all be sitting on the same couch first week of playoffs, so be quiet.
Yeah.
No, but Astros, I guess, lesser of 2 evils in the World Series again. At least the Dodgers aren't in it, right? I'm a Rangers guy though. But I don't know. What do y'all think of like the stadium and stuff? This area is pretty cool. Pretty nice. Have y'all gone where like the little lake is and there's like turtles and stuff? It's interesting.
It was more walkable.
Yeah.
It was really far away.
No, that's Texas though.
I saw it in Tulsa on the way, and it was awesome.
I mean, we
Just
get-
bars everywhere.
We're
all
from
in walking
Kansas City,
distance.
so we get that.
See, Oklahoma, that's all they can do over there is drink and
Yeah.
smoke cigarettes,
That's what we do.
gamble. Yeah. Smoke,
Do the same thing in
drink,
Kansas City. It's fun.
smoke, drink, and gamble. That's all. You know. It's not Not too bad though. Oklahoma's all right, except tornadoes. There was a convention that we went to a few years ago, and there was a tornado that went through, and it was like, I think we drove through it, but we made it to the hotel. We woke up, there was no power in the hotel at all, and then we went outside, and literally you could just see like the path that the tornado took.
We didn't have water in our Airbnb.
Oh yeah, where's your Airbnb at? In
Well,
Oklahoma?
in
When we stayed in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
And against the rules, like Airbnb.
They like hit a gas line doing construction, so they had to turn off all the water
Oh.
for some reason to fix it.
I don't know.
We just went and drank more, so.
Went and drank more.
Right.
Hey, I mean, I guess the alcohol prices aren't too bad over there.
Oh.
I made the mistake last night. I went downstairs. I was like, Jay, you need a shot. So we went to the hotel bar. I was like, yeah, let's just get a shot. And it was like $20. I was like, wait a minute. I got bamboozled. If I knew it was gonna be $20 total, I would have went to a bar and got something better to drink. So I don't know. Anyways, yeah, gaming stuff. What's the next big thing? Luigi's Mansion. It's coming out
Yeah.
next week. Is it Halloween next week already, or a week and a half?
Week and a half is
Yeah.
Halloween.
It doesn't even feel like Halloween time, right?
Nope. Not at all.
This is still 80 degrees outside.
Well, I mean, that aside, but like, TV sucks now for Halloween. Back in the day, it used to be legit. You had Monster Vision, you had USA Network. See, Monster Vision was like, they played it safe. TNT played it safe. They had the classics, all that. And then back in the day, USA Up All Night had like the real risk. Like USA back in the day really pushed the boundaries of what could be on TV. They showed the messed up stuff, like, you know, practically nudity, you know, just real vulgar stuff. And then like Fox kind of maybe toyed with it a little bit. I think they're getting back to it though. I think Fox is like, you know what? Let's do it. Because they lost what? Essentially everything to Disney. Now Fox is like just sports. So I don't know. We'll see. They got WWE now. Who's been watching wrestling? Who watches wrestling in here? Cool. That's interesting because last year became a wrestling panel where I just talked about wrestling like the whole time. And at Houston too. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of what to talk about. So if anytime anybody has a question, it's a Q&A panel. Feel free to ask. I'm a lot more organized than the Game Changer panel, by the way. What's up?
What's your favorite spiritual successor game?
Favorite spiritual successor game? There was one that just recently came out. There was one that just recently came out, and I was like, holy cow, what was it? It was a clone of, well, actually, now there's a Zelda clone that's just coming out. It's called like a King's Knight or something like that. It's a 3D game that plays a lot like Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker and all that. And it's actually pretty good. I think it came out this week. Also, Bloodstained was pretty cool. The retro one was actually kind of neat. That one was like a limited run exclusive, like physically. Ukulele, I've only played a little bit of that, but I know there's a lot of people that like banjo. Me, not really, but you know, that was all right. Somebody earlier today, are you in here? Somebody asked what I think about banjo and Smash. I don't think they're in here. I was like, yeah, it's cool, but you know, I'm not a real banjo guy. I want to see cool characters in Smash, like the Double Dragon guys, or you know, maybe somebody from Mortal Kombat. We got Street Fighter in there now. We got Fatal Fury now. Let's throw a Mortal Kombat guy in there. Like, wouldn't that be random if like Scorpion was in Smash Brothers? That'd be cool. Yeah.
With the fatalities from 11.
That'd be interesting if they decided to do a fatality where you can like do the road. No, they need to do the old school, just pull the wig off and like I want to see what Mario looks like when he gets fatality. So, yeah, that would be kind of cool, right? Because Smash isn't a rated E game, right? It's still teen. It's teen.
I think.
Smash is teen, so I think they can still do that. It's not too risky. I see a whole bunch of. It's interesting when you can like walk in the hallway and know who the COD demographic is. You're like, okay, they're with Retropalooza. And you just tell nerds, right? There's different levels of nerds. So we've been following the information with the Game Changer movie. We actually have a couple of the people that are helping with the movie. We got Robbie right here in the front. This is the script supervisor. And then Scott, who just walked out real quick to answer the phone, he's going to be a producer on the movie as well. So, interesting times. I think we're shooting November 4th. Oh, we got our makeup. She doesn't want to be called. I call you out every time. But shooting's supposed to be November 4th to the 23rd, I think. You know, just in time for this. Hi guys, how y'all doing? Come sit down. I saw y'all way over there. I appreciate y'all coming over here. It's a far walk, right? It's like
It was a good adventure.
it's like everybody's what was the fellowship with a ring and stuff coming over here. You're not wrong. So yeah, anybody get anything cool today yet, or is it still too young, too early? The con's still too young. Anybody get anything cool? I haven't bought anything.
Yeah, Dragon Quest, pretty excited about that.
Yeah, which one? Is it one of like the imports?
Yeah,
It's one of the imports or something. See, Dragon Quest is one of those series where I'm like, I really respect it and appreciate it, but I know nothing about it except that, like, I like the artwork.
It's Dragon Quest Heroes, the world's tree woe and the blight below.
Oh yeah.
I'm like you, like I've heard a lot about it, never tried it, and I'm like, you know what? Let's check it out.
You know what? I don't have enough time for RPGs anymore though. It's got to be more action oriented. You know, I don't know. I say that and then I start Fallout 4 like every year. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play Fallout again or Skyrim, but Dragon Quest is one of those series where I'm like, you know what? I can respect it. I like the artwork because it's the same guy that made like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. I really love. Even though he makes like Trunks, like different versions of Trunks, everything single thing that he makes, it's like, oh, that Dragon Quest character is Trunks, and that's Goten, and that's, you know, this guy, and it's like, I don't know. I really like his artwork though. I think it's very severely underrated, but I can imagine making something like Dragon Ball really makes you hate what you do after a while. Maybe that's why he took like a 20-year break between Dragon Ball Z and Super. I don't know. I don't mean to sound like a nerd. That's the only anime I watch, by the way. Don't watch any other one. I don't like any of that stuff. I don't like what's the one that kids like, Naruto and I don't know. Like is Avatar considered an anime?
No, it's American made, so.
It's American cartoons.
So it's An America. I'm gonna coin that term, An America. I don't know. It's all right. What's the other one? One Punch Man and
Bleach is popular.
Bleach. Yeah, I've heard that. Attack on Titan. Yeah, My Hero Academia. Yeah, that one even looks like Dragon Ball, like a little bit, like some of the characters. I don't know. I'm old school. I like Smurfs, Turtles, and Gem, and stuff like that. Gem was pretty legit, even though Gem's like the same thing in my opinion as like it's the Sailor Moon formula, right? Voltron formula. And they all kind of have the same formula. You get like group of 5, they have the same colors, they turn into something, and it's kind of amazing how many shows can still do that. Like Power Rangers, they're literally doing the same thing for decades already. And it was already, by the time it got here, it was already like, what, 10 years old in Japan? 20, maybe? About 20 came in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Sentai? Oh no. I'm trying to be entertaining. I hope I'm entertaining.
You're doing fine.
Huh?
Doing fine.
So, how many of y'all are here because you're like, Billy Mitchell sucks? Be honest. Be honest. I want to meet him. I like him. I like his style. Yeah? Damn, that's awesome. We went to Wood's house last night, and we went to Rosa's Cafe or Tacos or something like that. Me personally, it's not too often where I'm like, yeah, I want some Mexican food because I'm Mexican. I've been eating it my whole freaking life. You know what I mean? I'm tired of beans and rice, but Rosa's is all right. It's not bad. I like Taco Bell the best, if that says anything. I don't care if they just had metal shavings found in their meat, or that their cheese is made out of wood. Y'all hear that rumor? It's like wood. They use wood chips to make the, I don't know. It's weird.
What's your favorite thing on their menu?
On Taco Bell?
Yeah.
The double decker taco where it's like it's so simple.
Yeah.
Beans on the taco. They used to have the Frito burrito. They don't have it anymore, right? They do. Okay, well back in the day when it was the 90s when the Frito burrito first came out, it was better tasting. Food tasted better in the 90s than it does now for a fact. I don't know why. Maybe it was worse. Maybe back then nobody cared about organic this and fresh this, it's dark meat nuggets from McDonald's back in the day. Who wants those back? I know I do. Those are the best nuggets. Am I wrong? Find a lie. Just saying. And then they actually had a 50-piece bucket back in the day from McDonald's nuggets. Now they give you, that's a pain in the ass because they give you 20 here, and then they gotta give you like a little 10. Like, don't you think they're wasting more resources, more cardboard and stuff?
I remember that commercial too, where that kid was feeding the dinosaur or whatever. You remember
Yeah.
back in the day?
Commercials were better back in the day too. What the hell? Commercials, food, drug PSAs, energy saving PSAs are better. Like the little light bulb dude that was like flying around and stuff, and he electrocutes himself. And Nickelodeon had the Inside Out boy that like flipped over the thing. Everything was better back in the day. Well, freaking TV sucks now.
Yeah.
It does. And everybody wants their own freaking app now, so it's like, oh man, in order to watch this show, I gotta pay for Disney. In order to watch this one, I gotta pay for Showtime, whatever the hell it's called. Crap. Old school TV was where it's at. You knew it's simple. Thursdays you watch this, you watch Family Matters, you watch like freaking Full House, Boy Meets World.
Married with Children.
Yeah. TGIF, then you have the freaking Saturday morning lineup, and you have the Sunday stuff. Sunday's where the heavy shit went down. That's like if you were following like something episodic, if something had like shocking stuff, that was Sunday. And then somewhere Monday nights became like the thing with I guess wrestling and Seinfeld. No, Seinfeld was Thursdays back in the day. They still kept that, but I don't know. TV was better back in the day for sure. Who's seen Joker? I haven't yet. No spoilers. Is it messed up? Like, is there parts where you're like, yeah,
A little bit. It's dark.
pretty dark?
Very dark. Very good, but very dark.
I'm good.
I like campy Batman. I don't like too serious Batman. Like, I like if they made like a 1960s Batman style like now movie, I'll
Well,
buy
we
it.
have the
They
animated
have
films
it.
that just came out with, we have in films
Uh-huh.
that was done in that style, like Adam West and Herb Ward actually did the voices for the characters too.
But I want a live action one, even though Adam West is dead. They need to have. Who would be a good alternate for Adam West in that? Like, who's like a good actor that would do? Throw somebody out there. Throw a curveball because Michael Keaton was a good curveball Bruce Wayne, right? Who was Bruce Wayne and Beetlejuice like in the same year? That's talent. Just saying. I think he can still do it. I think he can still be Bruce Wayne. If you throw it on him. Hey, we got a lot more people. Did Billy Mitchell just end or what? Hi guys. Hey, 16-bit Pete. You know what, Pete? Come here, Pete. I'm gonna have Pete join the panel with me. This is our friend Pete. This is your big day, Pete. I'm feeling nice. Wow, that's a good little turnout. I'm not that much of a loser. Thank you.
You get a 32-bit up there now.
It's 32, but we got 8 plus 16. That's not 32. Is it?
No, it's 24.
It's 24. Yeah, we just need another 8. Or I need to eat this honey bun, and maybe I'll be 16. Hey, you got me the fancy water. See, I'm a great value type of guy. You got me life water. Is this like every bottle sold? It's like, there's one that's like for every bottle sold they do something, right? Like they give like a.
water though.
There's one like where for every bottle sold they give like water to like a village or something. There's something like that. I don't know. I'm all for water because without water, life would freaking suck for real. I get thirsty so much. That's why I don't sleep. I wake up like every half hour. Oh, I'm thirsty. I'm either like dehydrated or I got diabetes. I don't know which one. Bad joke. What's up, Pete? Have you got anything cool this convention?
I got this one Japanese shooter on GameCube that's pretty rare.
Is it that Ikaruga?
Yep.
I think that they released it like HD on the consoles this past year or something, right? Digitally?
Yeah, there's a Steam release too.
Steam release. I like shooters. What are your recommendations besides that? What else?
Classic turn-based RPGs.
Classic turn-based, like
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy stuff. I think the worst turn-based RPG is like Wizardry. That one's like the worst one because you're just reading like letters and numbers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I go by 16-bit Pete on YouTube. I like to find broken consoles and bring them back to life.
So he made a portable NES that looked like a bomb. Like if you look at his channel, it's like one of those like you know you go to the truck stops and like the little portable screens are like about like that big.
Yeah.
He had that, and then he like molded like a case with the thing. And I'm looking at it, I'm watching, I'm like, dude, this is like something that is gonna explode. And then the first comment was Shady J, Pete, don't take that to airport.
Yeah, I got it to Houston. Yeah, and someone bought it too. Yeah.
Oh, so did they question it at all though when you went through TSA?
No.
Because I swear sometimes I've gotten dinged for the most dumbest stuff going through TSA. So I got the pre-check. Pre-check, guys, highly recommend it. It's good for like 5 years, 3 or 5 years. $87. Best money you'll ever spend in your life. Because there's some serious airports out there where it's like, oh my gosh. Like LAX, horrible.
Now, get him. Hurry.
Y'all good? Whoa, what the heck? What are we doing? What the heck is going on?
And so they get Eric.
What?
This is got an embarrassing viral video on YouTube.
Don't fall again.
Okay.
Who is that?
I gotta admire that. Was he wearing that from the convention all the way over here?
Yeah.
I admire that. Like I said,
It's me.
I give you guys
Trent.
props because y'all had. I had to give y'all props because y'all had to like cross Mordor and you know whatever the heck else.
All this is just
That's
a
not
prank.
hot.
Calm down.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is you had to practically hike like a mile,
That's true.
go upstairs or an elevator, fight the temptations of the overpriced muffins inside this little cafe downstairs.
$10 muffins, right?
Yeah, hey, now we got Spider-Man in here. What's up? Yeah. All right, you know what? I got our Spider-Man rant. Who here thinks Spider-Man's better when he actually has the webbing in his body or when he has the stupid little clicker shit? Which one do y'all prefer?
Web shooter. I just don't
Body.
know right now.
I like mine to have the stuff inside of him. Like, where it's part of his, like, he's an actual mutant.
Has to glue his hands just right.
Because, I mean, how does it make sense? He has the power to cling on the walls, but he can't make webbing? Like, it's kind of like, what the heck, you know? Like, I like the new Spider-Man and all that, but he ain't crap without his suit. Let's be honest. He ain't whooping nobody's butt.
I mean, if he could actually make the webbing in his body, I don't
See,
think-
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, just saying, a little bit better. Let's, you know, a little bit better. I was kind of hoping when they were kicking Tom Holland out of the MCU for a little bit, I was like, yes, here comes, Tobey's coming back now. Tobey. I like Tobey Maguire's.
I think my only issue with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, like he was a great Spider-Man, but he's still too old to be playing a high schooler.
Peter Parker wasn't always a high schooler.
He's been 18 forever.
No, he wasn't. After the second one, he wasn't in high school anymore. And then he could still be an older Peter Parker. I like the older, grizzled, you know, well-ventured, experienced superhero types. Like, I think Bruce Wayne needs to be a lot older. I think Superman should be older. The young one should be like the cocky, smart alecky types, you know, like Arrow could be younger. He's still like a little rich, younger playboy type, good-looking guy, you know.
So
I haven't watched Batwoman at all yet, though. I heard it's horrible. Who's watched it?
Is it at least better than Supergirl?
I heard
It's
Supergirl's
okay.
shit.
It's very comic accurate based on the character, but
Yeah.
I mean it is what it is. It's very grizzled and stuff, kind of like Arrow.
Yeah, so like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So you're saying you prefer Batman and Superman to be like 30 to 50?
Yeah. Older. Bruce Wayne, I think, you know, older would be badass, you know? Like, I don't know. There's something about a real old Batman that's still like, you know, rough.
Spider-Verse kind of.
He's seen some stuff, you know what I mean? He's got a little bit of PTSD going on. Like that type of stuff. I think I like the superheroes that have problems, like they have issues and they fight. That's also why I like Peter Parker a little bit. He's like, you know.
You can relate to like what Spider-Man went through. Like, as a
Yeah,
kid.
you can relate to that. It can't be like Superman's almost too perfect at times. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, that worked in like the 40s and stuff.
He's like a yellow
Yeah, like he has a perfect life, man. Then it's like Goku does too, right? Goku's practically Superman, an alien that landed on Earth, gets adopted, has powers, dies, comes back, saves the day. Same stuff. Hi. How y'all doing? How much time do I got? We got a lot of time.
Did you play that new Slenderman game?
I have not. I want to. It's cheap now, right? So I think as far as games I'm looking forward to, let's talk some games. Luigi's Mansion, of course.
You came in, you Pokemon.
No, I mean, I'm gonna get it, but I'm not a Pokemon guy. How many of y'all like Pokemon? That's amazing how like
It's like a movie.
I got lost after there was more than 150. I was like, okay, I'm out. Because I followed it, and then I kind of got like in that, like my high school phase, and I really didn't game. I had like a GameCube still, you know, played a little bit of like PS2 and stuff, but I didn't like follow, like, I dropped out of like watching, you know, all my shows, like the cartoons and stuff as a kid. Focused on sports and school and stuff, so I was like, you know, Pokemon was kind of, you
Like
know,
Pokemon
more,
Go?
I don't know, dude.
Like what? It involves walking for kids.
How can you catch them all when there's like a
Yeah, so, but at Game On Expo, they had the original voice cast of Pokemon there. I'm not a Pokemon fan, but I think that was kind of cool, right? I think it was like only the second time ever that they were ever gathered together, like at a public appearance. And I know like CC saw the panel and stuff, and they did like some of the voice. I can appreciate that. That'd be cool. Is there like an internal Pokemon struggle where like this is Ash Ketchum, screw this new girl that's doing it? They had the original one there, right?
Yeah. I was
When you
bummed.
think about it, that'd be a sweet voice acting gig to voice like a Pokemon, because you literally just say your whole entire, like, Pikachu! And that's all you have to do. Pikachu don't
I
talk.
think it was like a old Asian.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds and
Detective Pikachu was alright, I just feel the ending kind of just didn't do it for me. I picked up though, that the fighting scene and stuff, the climax,
Oh, that
I was
was
like,
fun.
alright, here we go, we got a movie now, but it took me a while. I think it should have been a little bit more over the top, like a parody, like a parody of like Dick Tracy, and like, you know, the detective stuff. Should have been a little bit more over the top. He should have solved more than one mystery in it, I think. Should have been real cheesy. Stupid stuff too, man. And then like the scene of the crime should have had all like is it Officer Jenny? The officer?
Yeah.
Should have had like 50 cops that all look the same, like Officer Jenny. Why didn't they do that? Why didn't they have a whole bunch of Officer Jennys show up? Why didn't they have like a Nurse Joy and it was like, you know what I mean? Like they should have played into it a little bit.
they could have had like a really super hot smoking Nurse Joy too.
Yeah, I mean, they should have at least did that, you know, throw a little bit of that. Should have had a little bit, like, I don't know. I wanted more slapstick at it, you know? And that movie was like in a weird spot because they tried to be like serious a little bit, and then it was like they were trying to do, I just think it's bad
Kids
writing.
movie too.
But to me, I was like, dude, if I was a kid, I'd say this sucks. Like, you know, kids want funny, haha, fart, poop, you know what I mean? Like, I just saw the new Addams Family. Has any of y'all saw it? Freaking gagged me, dude. I was like, I did not crack a smile. I did not laugh. I didn't, you know, they barely had Cousin It in it.
Whoa.
No, like, Snoop Dogg is it. Isn't that weird? And he's even talking. It's like, it's like they sent Snoop in it and just changed his voice. Like,
Serious.
like Shrek did it right. Shrek did kids right. You know, like, I don't know.
Are we sure it was some other actor and he just paid Snoop for his name rights?
It was Snoop according to them. I don't know. It was alright. The premise was weird. It was like the Addams Family discover that there's a town behind their gate, and then those people discover that there's a mansion, because there's like a cloud. They live like on a mountain, and there's like a lady that's doing like a do-it-yourself home renovation like TV show, and she built like a town, like an Edward Scissorhands type of town, where all the houses are under her, like her remodeling, and they want to like remodel the Adams house, and it's like a weird. It's not even that great, to be honest.
I like the real one with Rob.
Oh yeah, he rest his soul. He was good. I rewatched the Street Fighter movie, and I was like, he was freaking amazing in that movie, dude. He's like, that day when Ed Bison came to your town, it changed your life. But for me, it was only Tuesday. And I was like, dude, holy cow. And then there was another line, because me and Jay watched it. We're just sitting there like, dude, Van Damme was so coked out of his mind in that movie. Like, I have a book that talks about video game movies, and they said one day he just randomly disappeared to Hong Kong for like 2 or 3 days. Nobody knew where the hell he was, what he was doing. So they just like literally started grabbing the script and being like, I guess we're shooting this scenes today. And then like you see the scenes that have Van Damme, and he's by himself. Like he's like climbing down the thing, and he's just by himself looking at the camera and just talking. It's like, dude, you know they just got him later on and just said, dude, just talk to the camera, do this and that. Then there's like a faraway shot with Cammy, like somebody else, and Van Damme, but you can tell it's not him. Like you can tell it's like a body double because it doesn't show his face, and it just sounds cheesy, like dubbed over. It's like, dude, it's a miracle they came out with that movie.
I read somewhere that he was drunk and floating Tyler the whole time.
Yeah, he was just like, he was out of it.
I don't know if it's just me. It seemed like he was doing like an accent in one of the scenes, and then doing like an American.
Well, the best one he goes, I'm gonna get in my boat.
Yeah.
I forgot how, I don't know the right story. He goes, get in my boat, and I'm going to kill or kick his ass or something. I don't even know what he says. I think he was trying to be too much Arnold in that movie. I think they wanted to channel Arnold a little bit. It didn't work. But at the time, who would you have had play Guile anyway, right? Who else was big?
Tom Cruise.
But
Sorry, I had to do it.
But at the time, Tom Cruise wasn't quote unquote a action badass yet.
I know the dude who did the door.
Oh,
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer?
Kurt Russell?
Kurt, I don't know, dude.
Maybe Russell.
They could have gotten anybody to be Guile. I mean, because honestly, we were watching it, and we're like, you know what? The cast itself isn't bad. You know, everybody was good. We're just like, fuck, Van Damme is the worst part of this movie. Like, we were watching it, like,
What's
dude,
your guy from Rocky?
Dolph Lundgren? They had the blonde hair at least, right? So I'll field some questions now. Just kind of broke the ice, right? Everybody chilling? Good? Yes, sir.
What video game development team would you like to hang out for?
People who make Zelda, because it's my favorite series of all time. I know it's cliche, stuff like that. I don't know, man. It would be cool. Sit there. I mean, of course, Miyamoto, hang out with Miyamoto, but I don't think he's directly really involved with anything anymore. It's Inuma, I think that does the Zelda. So, that's my favorite series. I'd say close second is Star Fox, probably, but they kind of screwed up on Star Fox. I'd rather not make Star Fox games than keep screwing up on them. So for like people that get like Kirby games, I'm sorry. Because it seems like we get 2 Kirby's and 2 Yoshi games every freaking year. No, I mean, they usually have a good one and a bad one. It's kinda
The Yoshi
kinda
ones are good, but
yeah.
like there were so many Kirby's like the past
Yeah.
couple of years.
I mean, they just made a free-to-play Kirby game, like not even
It's
funny.
really good to will, and it's just
Yeah.
not working.
But it's also like with Sonic games, you get like 2 a year too, and there's always a good one and a crappy one. It's like, I could imagine they come to, okay guys, y'all gonna make the crappy Sonic, y'all gonna make the good one. Either way, they're still gonna sell, okay? And y'all make the crappy Kirby, y'all make the good one, y'all make the free-to-play one. It's like, come on, dude. Yes, sir.
Did you play that remake of Zelda?
Yep, I did. To be honest, Link's Awakening was never really my favorite one out of all the Zeldas, but it was still cool. I like the way the art style looked. I like some of the stuff they did. I need the little amiibo. I think he's cute. Little wooden character looking Link. It's pretty cool though. I wouldn't mind them starting to remake a lot of different stuff, man. You know, like some of those Game Boy games are pretty good. Like, you know, the Super Mario Land ones wouldn't be bad. You know, there's some stuff out there.
I mean, retro games are being really big right now, so as far as.
Yeah.
But the thing is they should bring a lot of that back.
They should.
Well, have the
Nintendo's-
same play field. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes they take.
Like, I would like to see Zelda 2 remade. It would be kind of cool to see a 2D Zelda, you know what I mean? That'd be cool.
And then there's no way to, you know, I mean, there's a kind of big, because they got all these arcades with all thousands of games or 5,000 games or whatever. And then you're not allowed to print the games legally.
Yeah.
So they need to just remake them.
They have a lot of IP that they could just bring back out, but
An open world and sci-fi could be amazing.
yeah. Or, I mean, like, I want a new Punch-Out, damn it.
Yeah.
I think Punch-Out would be awesome.
Ocarina of
Yeah, I mean, they've already got that on every single Nintendo console since it's come out, but an updated HD one would be pretty legit.
So there's this guy in the UK, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it yet, but he's made remakes of just like certain parts of Ocarina of Time, Diddy Kong Racing, and Mario 64.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, and he's using he's running it from the like the Breath of the Wild and Odyssey software, and it looks amazing. You just like explore like the outside of the castle in Mario, and there's like the tree in Zelda, and the island in Diddy Kong, but that would be amazing if that came out. Like, did you see that?
I've seen a few things, yeah. It's pretty legit. Not gonna lie. So it's supposed to be like a Zelda game every year for like the foreseeable future. So that tells me they're just gonna re-release stuff like Link's Awakening. Maybe they'll port over the Twilight Princess HD that came out on Wii U. Maybe they'll do the Wind Waker one.
The Nintendo Switch Lite, I assume doing like 4 swords.
Yeah. You know,
Redo the Oracle games.
yeah, I keep hearing about those. I still haven't played them. Every time I live stream, people are like, you need to play Oracle. And I'm like,
They're good.
I haven't done it.
They're
I haven't
good.
gotten to it. I don't know. I think that's a little too much of overkill to have a Zelda every year. I don't know. That's my baby. I don't want it to ruin. Kind of like Star Wars. I don't want a Star Wars like every year either. I don't want Mandalorian and all this crap either. I don't want Star Trek my Star Wars basically is what I'm trying to say. But forget about it. I like Star Trek over Star Wars.
I like Stargate.
Stargate, there you go. I hear a lot about that. And Serenity and Firefly. I hear stuff about those too, but I haven't really checked all those. What were you gonna say? I thought you were gonna talk.
Metroid.
Huh? I'm not really into Metroid.
Wow.
I'll be honest.
Castlevania.
One time I made a video.
Metroidvania.
One time I made a video about Metroid Prime or whatever, and I was like, am I the only one that really doesn't care there's not a new Metroid?
I remember that video.
And it got so dislike bombed. I'm like, I'm serious. And then when it got shelved, like, you know, kind of post delayed, I was like, you know what? Big deal. You know what I mean? It's gonna come out. And that one got hated too. Like, dude, y'all are crazy.
Did you ever play Other M?
For briefly, and I was like, fuck this. Honestly, the ones I like, the Super Nintendo one, I think I like between the Prime trilogy. I kind of dug the second one the most out of the Prime trilogy, and I was like, all right, you know, I played Prime 1 and 2. Yeah, and I was like, all right, you know. Hey, look, we got, you're supposed to be John Hammond, Jurassic Park. Welcome to Jurassic
You
Park.
just missed the dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, you missed. I had a T-Rex coming here.
Yes, I saw that. I put it back to his cage, so
Okay.
it's all good now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's Jurassic Park stuff's gonna happen,
Oh, I know, right?
man. Yes, sir.
With the announcement from Capcom, they want to go back to their old back catalog, but you want to see the big out of ball.
I think a new Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins would be cool.
Yes.
But they see somebody else already. See, this is the interesting thing about indie games is people are doing like didn't they have like Battle Princess Madeline? That was like Ghouls and Ghosts, right? Has anybody played that? It's like okay, so Battle Princess Madeline is basically a game where I haven't played it yet, but I'm pretty sure somebody's telling a story to a girl, like kind of like Princess Bride, where the girl's the hero in the story, and it's like Ghosts and Goblins. I'm pretty sure it's like that. And there was another one like that too that was like Zelda. It was called Knight's Tale or something. There was something that just came out like a couple years ago where it's like Princess Bride, where the grandpa's telling the story to the kids, and the kids are changing it like while the cutscenes are happening.
Yeah.
So it'd be like there was a scary monster, and then they're like, oh yeah, and the monster had like 6 horns and 5 limbs, and then you see the monster change because the kids changing the story. And it's pretty cool, but I think Battle Princess Madeline's just the same
It's got
concept.
an indie game on the Switch. Did a video on something Tale.
Yeah, it was Blossom Tales. It was the Zelda one that was like that, but Battle Princess Madeline is just like it. But yeah, I would like to see, Ghosts. I always call it Ghosts and Goblins because that's what it was on the Genesis. But Ghouls and Ghosts, and then, I wouldn't mind a new Final Fight maybe. It seems like all they really care about now though is Street Fighter and Resident Evil, right?
And Monster Hunter.
and Monster Hunter, and then the occasional they'll be like, okay guys, we'll give you what was the other
Dead
one?
Rising.
No, what was the other one? Mega Man. Okay, we're finally gonna give you some fucking Mega Man, even though he's practically what everybody wants. That's another series. It's like change it up a little bit.
Get Onimusha, the second and third one.
Huh?
Get Onimusha too.
Yeah, I mean, there's something that I've seen that one. I haven't played it yet. I was gonna
A
import
new
it.
Demon's Crest would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever happened to that franchise?
What's a random Capcom one though? They had some.
Dino
good-
Crisis.
They had some shooters though, right? Back in the day. I don't know. It's a good. They got a gold mine though. Capcom. They have so much.
Strider, Captain Commando, those guys. Yeah.
You know, Capcom has a gold mine underneath their belt that they should use. Konami has one. Konami's getting better though. They've done a few things.
Have you seen the new Contra game?
Yeah, that's alright. You know.
What about Saturday Night Slam Masters?
Dude, that would be legit. But that's kind of like canon with Final Fight Street Fighter 2 though, because Hager was in it, right? That's a weird, like, maybe those characters should be. What's up, man? Gaijin Goomba?
Gaijin Goomba or something.
Just keep going, I'm just here.
I know. He's next in case y'all want to stick around.
I can't see him.
You know, because everybody, I gave everybody applause. I gave everybody props in here because they had to, like, do the Fellowship of the Ring just to get over here.
Yeah, right? I like this. Living off-site, across the street. No one's gonna be here.
Yeah, so yeah, you know, Saturday Night Slam Masters would definitely be an interesting one. Did they even use any of those characters in any other Capcom games?
I think they brought in Andor from Final Fight into the Street Fighter world. They brought in Rolento,
Cody.
Cody.
Yeah.
Cody was in Saturday Night? I thought only Hager was.
He's in Street Fighter.
They did Street Fighter, I was
Street
saying.
Fighter 4.
They used a few of the Final Fight characters, but the only one they used for Saturday Night Slam Masters was Hagar.
Hager, yeah, because his backstory was he was a wrestler.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I remember that one was in a movie theater that I used to go to as a kid. And there was another one too. Was it Matt Mania or there was another wrestling game back in the day where it had cheesy like 80s wrestlers on the marquee. It looked so bad, but it was so good.
That's who they championship.
No, I think it was called Matt Mania or something like that. But it was pretty cool. It's pretty legit. And then of course WrestleFest. That one classic. Did they do like a new one that had like the new wrestlers on it, like Cena and them?
I think they tried it. I don't know if they ever got released or not.
And then there's a new one, Retromania, that's coming out or something. It's gonna have like Tommy Dreamer, like indie guys on it. It's coming out soon. Any thoughts, Pete? What kind of companies would you see or what games?
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft is solid.
It has its moments.
There's
Right.
overall for a developer, you know, you can usually count on Ubisoft to have a decent game when they make something. They made like Watch Dogs, right? Watch Dogs is not bad. I didn't play.
Assassin's Creed.
I haven't played Watch Dogs 2. They're coming out with another one, right?
Watch Dogs is so much like Grand Theft Auto though. Like,
Yeah, but I like stuff like that. Watch Dogs was good. Far Cry is not bad. Who made Saints Row? Who's that?
oh, THQ Nordic?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not too bad. You could always count. Darksider's good, dude. Darksider's good. You can count. There's some of those companies where you know what, people don't give them enough credit.
Well, putting aside the recent controversy, Blizzard put out some good
Uh-huh. Yeah.
disregarding the controversy.
Yeah. I mean, Ubisoft, I'm almost like, you know what, they're good because they got the South Park games.
Yeah.
I like Just Dance. I don't care what anybody says. I like Just Dance.
Are you into Assassin's Creed or?
Yeah, Assassin's Creed's cool.
Far Cry is my favorite, but then Rayman. That's got me into Ubisoft.
Rayman for Smash.
Prince of Persia, is that Ubisoft?
I think so. The newest one, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Regarding the Konami games, have you heard of the Metal Gear Solid 3 Machine?
Son of
I
a.
did not. They had
That
it.
came on.
They did?
No.
I didn't explore Game On too much.
They literally remastered the cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 3 for
That's not it.
Interesting.
Are you guys interested or are you guys excited for Death Stranding?
Yeah, it's weird though, but I'm gonna check it out.
I'll give it a shot, yeah.
I'm gonna check it out. It looks weird every time they just throw something. I think that game's gonna be like it's gonna have an M. Night Shyamalan swerve in it somewhere, right? Like I bet you right in the middle of the game, it's gonna just completely change and be something else, right?
Eric, how do you pronounce it?
Shalalala?
I don't know. Anyways, I bet you it's gonna be like where you're Norman Reedus' character, you're on that weird thing, and you see all that, and then like suddenly you're the baby growing up, like or something, or you wake up and it's like a completely different game, and it's there's gonna be something weird. I don't think what we're seeing right now is. I think it's not all that meets the eye, and I think that's what they're going for with it. Really, kind of scary. Cyberpunk looks cool. Cyberpunk was cool, but they did the smart thing getting Keanu Reeves on that. I don't think anybody would have given a crap about that game until Keanu Reeves was revealed and came out and did the whole, you're breathtaking. I love Keanu.
I'll tell you what I really want them to make is a decent 007 title, because like, we haven't had one in years, really.
We haven't had a good one since the remake of GoldenEye.
Yeah.
I didn't play that one. I didn't play that one.
I played the one on PS2, like Agent Under Fire, Nightfire.
I like those.
Yeah.
I like those.
Great multiplayers. Yeah.
Nightfire was awesome.
And it had Pierce Brosnan in it too.
Yeah.
What about the new Star Wars game?
Huh? Oh, dude.
Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah.
That one looks legit. That one looks legit. Who's making that? Okay. Keep me away, please.
Battlefront 2 wasn't terrible.
I like those games.
They just released a new DLC for back to the Republic Commando stuff.
Oh, well. But I want like it's a good adventure game, like it is like this one. I think it looks like it's gonna be pretty. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty legit. I just hope they don't make it where you have to do that story to get pieces of Rise of Skywalker.
Or
and all that.
microtransactions.
And if you guys play Force Unleashed, that had a really good story. Yeah.
Star Wars games, for the most part, I mean, they make a bajillion of them, but for the most part, they're not bad. They've done good by Star Wars. Star Trek, it's like, you never know what you're going to get. You're going to get some simulator that you don't know what to fucking push or play, and you're like, Jesus Christ, I'm lost.
Was there any good Star Trek game?
Apparently the one on VR is good.
I like that one. The VR one's pretty cool because it's like, the VR one's cool because you can just sit back and everybody has their own little station. You know, the captain has it the easiest. They don't really have to do shit. They just pinpoint where you want to go on the map, and then everybody else, you know, you sort of. I haven't played VR in a while though on anything. I fell off of that. I was big into it, and then I just fell off. But they're still supporting PSVR, which is interesting. I thought they would have quit on it by now, but you got the Iron Man game that came out. Is that out or is it coming out? Iron Man. That one's gonna get me. I get motion sick from hell though playing VR. Does that happen to anybody else? I start sweating. I feel sick.
Have
Yeah.
you played the Resident Evil 7 with the VR headset?
Too scary for me. I was like, screw this on the VR. Especially with the guy that breaks through the walls and crap. I'm like, nope. I'm playing Resident Evil 7 on the TV. I was like, I'm not doing VR. Nope.
NAF VR?
Huh?
NAF VR?
I can't. Resident Evil 7 is, but I can't do it because on top of that, I'm motion sick, and then you want to fucking scare the shit out of me. It's like, no way. I'm already not thinking straight because my body. I think they say it's like your brain thinks that you're poisoned when you get motion sick with VR because you're not seeing actual like like your perception is all jacked up and stuff. So we got a couple more minutes. So if anybody wants to throw, yes sir.
Is there like one game in specific that you've been really wanting to play but don't have the time for?
A game specific that I want to play. that I don't have
whatever,
time
maybe
for.
you just
I
haven't
keep
played.
hearing about Shenmue a lot,
Yes.
and I'm like, you know what? And then Yakuza, I hear about those a
Oh,
lot.
play Yakuza.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Persona. I keep hearing about Persona 5. Somebody actually sent me Persona 5 in the mail because I said I've never played it. And they're like, here you go, dude. I have an extra copy. Play it. And I have it. And I'm like, I haven't gotten to it.
You
I
haven't
want to.
installed it?
I haven't. I need to. I'm
Oh.
gonna do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it just for you because you're John Heyman.
Oh,
you're
thank
Jurassic Park.
Thanks so much.
Do it.
Set
Huh?
aside a good 80 hours for that game, by the way.
Good 80. I can do it. You know. But see, like the other day, I was like, I don't have to. Like, I'm getting all these games to review for Switch. I'm like, man, I don't have any time to play any of this shit. And then I start Fallout 4 again. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like in the middle of it. I'm like 10 hours later. I'm like, dude, I've already killed 10 hours on Fallout. I'm like, all right. There's always like, there's 3 games that I can go back to once a year. Like Skyrim, I can always go back. GTA 5, I always like to go back. Fallout, I always like to go back. I used to do a yearly playthrough of Ocarina of Time, but I just haven't gotten back to it. But yeah. Any more? Anybody? Anything? If not, you're welcome to come to my table. I'm on the back wall of the convention, to the left.
What's your question?
Oh, I was asking if you've heard anything, like seen the trailers for Avengers Damage Control and some VR experience.
I saw that. I got my hopes up because the clickbait is the logo on Facebook. You look at it and you're like, wait a minute. Avengers Damage Control, what the fuck? There's a new Avengers movie coming out already? And then it's like VR, it's like, oh, that's what it is. But they made it look like where you click it, it's like, okay. Just like I saw something for like an X-Men trailer for like a game or something. But the way they put it on Facebook, it made it sound like Marvel just releases the new X-Men, rejuvenation, and I'm like, oh, cool. And it's like, oh. But yeah, I guess I said I really appreciate you guys making the time to come out here, like across.
Yeah, I
That's
couldn't
impressive.
find it. I was like, where the hell is it at?
Yeah, it's different this
I
year.
got lost.
But I will be at my table, chilling out. You guys can come, talk, ask me stuff there, take pictures, just kick it. I'm not going anywhere unless there's food. But I don't leave the convention. I'm always back there. If you go to the back wall, literally, and like kind of like towards the left corner, I'm like right there. So you can't miss me. I'm right next to Pixel Dan. If you've seen Pixel Dan already, right next to him. Feel free to stick around for Guys from Goomba though. His panel's next. Yeah, and I appreciate you guys coming out. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Thanks, guys.